I don't know about you guys, but it is cold outside. Welcome everyone to another episode of Superhero Deep Dive. I am your host Jason, and I've got a great episode set up. A few weeks ago, I covered Alan Scott, the original, the OG Green Lantern. This week, I am covering his daughter Jade. So let me get my intro done, and we'll get into it. So the information pulled is from different sources across the internet and may or may not be completely complete, but they do give a really good insight on the current superhero. If there are things that I miss, normally it is because I don't feel that it is pertinent to the character. If you feel that it is, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share if you're on YouTube. Well, please do that anyway. But if you want to add something to it, you can reach out to me via YouTube, via the comment section. I do respond or acknowledge every single comment I get, or I try to at least. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram under Super Deep Dive, and use the hashtag Superhero Deep Dive. I do post superhero memes throughout the week, so follow me, check those out. I also do weekly, or I'm trying to now, do weekly YouTube uploads of This Week in Superhero memes. And I am also a big professional wrestling fan, so I do a pro wrestling meme video on YouTube as well, so check those out. Let's keep conversations going. If you also want to email me, you can anytime. My DMs are open as well. But my email address is b4itall@yahoo.com. So b4itall@yahoo.com. If this is a Tuesday or Thursday, you can reach me, or you can listen to me anytime throughout the day on Tuesdays and Thursdays on Outworld Fleet Radio, which is www.un-conventional.com/radio. And what else is there? Also, you can listen to me wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, I believe. I don't think I'm on Apple Podcasts, and I don't know why. But I am everywhere else as far as I know. So check me out wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, unless it's Apple, and then check me out on Spotify or something. Spotify is really the easiest one to do, in my opinion. But anyways, let's get into it. I'm going to be talking about Jade. Her real name is Jennifer Lynn Hayden. And she is actually the daughter of the first Earth Green Lantern, Alan Scott, and Rose Canton, who is the Thorn. She does have a twin brother named Todd. Is Todd James Rice, and he's also known as Obsidian, which I do not have a deep dive plan for him. I may do it in the future. Probably will do it in the future, but who knows? Okay. Jade is a founding member of the group Infinity Inc., and she has worked with the Justice League and the Justice Society of America. She's also a member and leader of the Outsiders, and after being given a super ring, or a power ring, from the Green Lanterns, it was a spare one, she joined the Green Lantern Corps for a time. The Green Lantern Corps had been resurrected, and Jade was the first female Green Lantern from Earth, so she does have that distinct honor. Jade's romantic interests are Henry Hank King Jr. and Kyle Rayner. And as a fun fact, she was ranked number 34 in Comic Buyer Guide's 100 Sexiest Women in Comics list. I don't know what year that was. It just popped up, and I thought that was a pretty interesting fact. Okay. Rose, Jade's mother, was married briefly to Alan Scott, and when she had children by Scott, she gave them up for adoption because she feared she would harm them. Jade and her twin brother were separated at that point. Jade was adopted by a couple living in the suburbs of Milwaukee, and she had learned of her twin brother Todd when she was in her late teens. Let's see here. Yeah, shortly after she met Todd, the two siblings tried to join the Justice Society, but they were rejected and joined other children and proteges of JSA members to form Infinity Inc. Due to their father's exposure to magical energies, Jade and her brother were born with metahuman powers. Jade's powers first manifested when she was a child, and she defended herself against sexual harassment. Jade's powers resembled her father's in that she was able to generate green energy and shape it into constructs. Jade also inherited her mother's power of plant manipulation, which is pretty cool. That's a pretty cool power. Jade made a career in modeling in California, then left to pursue photography in New York City. There, her roommate was Kyle Rayner, and they became romantically involved. When Jade lost her powers in a battle with the Starheart, Kyle gave her a spare power ring and battery, thus making her a member of the Green Lantern Corps. Kyle later restored her powers during his first short tenure as the godlike Ion, and Jade's power ring was eventually passed to John Stewart. John Stewart is an amazing Green Lantern. So much better than what the cartoons give him credit for. After Kyle's friend Terry Berg was attacked, Jade and Kyle left Earth. After completing a number of missions, Jade returned to Earth, and she ended her relationship with Kyle after falling in love with another man. Jade then served as a member and leader of the Outsiders. During this time, Jade assisted Donna Troy and some of the alumni of the Teen Titans in their battle against the Titans of Myth. Jade also assisted the Green Lantern Corps in Green Lantern Rebirth to defeat and imprison the parasitic fear entity Parallax. So that's kind of awesome she had a part in that, because that's a big bad guy, so, you know. In the Rann-Thanagar War, Infinite Crisis Special, Jade died while trying to prevent Alexander Luthor Jr. from tearing the universe into a multiverse. Her consciousness and powers lingered until her Starheart powers merged with Kyle, awakening the Ion entity sleeping within him. And in the story arc 1 year later, Alan Scott laid in a coma after an attack by the Gentleman Ghost, and the original Jade appeared to him to say goodbye, granting him another portion of her green energy, which placed his eye that he had lost during the Infinite Crisis storyline. During the Blackest Night storyline, Jade's remains were reanimated as a member of the Black Lantern Corps. Jade, a soulless, undead being, used Kyle's affection for her against him. She said his love for her had brought her back. However, Kyle recognized her lies after witnessing the attack of the Black Lantern Corps on the planet Oa. Kyle became enraged and tried to destroy the Black Lantern Corps, and Jade captured Kyle and tormented him with the black energy construct of Alexandra DeWitt, Donna Troy, his mother, who is Moira Rayner, and herself. This was to remind Kyle of his failures to save the women who were important to him. And that's kind of messed up. That's like some deep psychological warfare. Okay, the battle between Jade and Kyle was ended by Lantern Soranik Natu, who activated Jade's ring. The Black Lanterns were then given a new directive to devour Oa's central power battery. Mongo caused all of the Black Lanterns, including Jade, to be pulled down to the planet Oa and absorbed into its core. There, super hot magma continually burned up the Black Lanterns, preventing them from regenerating their forms. During the finale of Blackest Night, Jade and a few of the Black Lanterns are resurrected in their true forms. Jade and Kyle resume their relationship, and in adjusting to her new life, Jade acknowledges Cade, Kyle, Soranik, and Deadman, now a White Lantern. Later on, the Justice League found Jade unconscious, held within a green crystal meteor that had crashed in Germany. The green crystal meteor was actually the Starheart, the legendary crystal that gave Alan Scott his powers and therefore Jade her powers. After waking, Jade revealed that while on Oa, the Starheart had kidnapped her and brought her to Earth in order to locate her father. However, on learning that the Starheart had taken control of her father's body, she opted to help the Justice League and stop him. Jade joined with the JLA and the JSA, that's Justice League and Justice Society of America, in order to stop metahumans who were under the control of the Starheart. At the same time, Mr. Terrific searched for a way to weaken the Starheart's power. Jade used her father's old lantern, not her old father, to make a brief connection with her father. The insignia of the Black Lantern Corps was briefly shown floating around her. When Jade went to stop her father, she found Kyle, who had been sent by the Guardians of the Universe to kill her father. An entity of the White Lantern Corps instructed Jade to help her brother Obsidian balance the darkness and save their friends. When Jade tried to rescue Obsidian from the control of the Starheart, Jade and Obsidian were fused together. This fusion made an entity which was also controlled by the Starheart. Jade and Obsidian attacked the Justice League and the Justice Society until Jade was again contacted by the White Light entity. The White Light entity separated Jade and Obsidian tried to make the fusion occur again, but Kyle restrained and removed him. Jane then restored her father Starheart and was reunited with him. As a result of her fusion with Obsidian, Jade was no longer able to be in close proximity to her brother without risking further threat from the Starheart. After this, Jade remained in the Justice League. So following this, Eclipso reawakened and traveled to the Emerald City that Alan Scott established on the moon, stating that he now wished to capture Jade. After taking over Jade, Eclipso has the power of the Starheart and defeats and possesses the Justice League reserve roster and then badly injures the angel Zariel. With the Justice League outnumbered, Eclipso then reveals his ultimate goal is to somehow kill God. Eclipso then tortures Zariel, causing his screams to attract the attention of the new Spectre, Crispus Allen, whom he kills, absorbing the Spectre's power upon his demise. With his newfound abilities, Eclipso reveals that God relies on the collective love of humanity in order to stay alive, and that by destroying Earth, Eclipso will ultimately kill God once and for all. Just as the members of the JLA prepare to wage a counterattack, Eclipso destroys the moon, apparently dooming all life on Earth. With the moon destroyed, Eclipso then seemingly kills Donna Troy, the physically strongest remaining member of the Justice League. It is ultimately revealed that Donna's death was an illusion conjured by Saint Walker, who used his blue power ring to temporarily trap Eclipso in a state of euphoria. After the Atom and Starman break Eclipso's link to his brainwashed slaves, the combined heroes attack Eclipso together, defeating him, and in the aftermath it is discovered that Jade and Obsidian can now be within proximity of each other again, and their father has control of the Starheart. There's a lot to unpack with that, and I can't even get to the wrapping paper. That was a lot. So after a battle with the villain Darken and releasing the Starheart energies, Jade's father Alan is incinerated, or his body is incinerated. Afterwards, there is a funeral for Alan, whom the JSA and Jade believe to be dead. As part of the Justice League of America, Jade played a major role in ending the Saturn-Thanagar War by channeling the Starheart's power to magnify the telepathic abilities of the new colonists of Titan and to compel the Thanagarian fleet to leave. Jade was removed from continuity with the New 52 and DC Rebirth. It was revealed later that this was because of Dr. Manhattan altering the timeline that prevented her father from becoming Green Lantern. In the Watchmen sequel Doomsday Clock, Jade is among the Justice Society of America members that returns after Dr. Manhattan undoes the experiment that erased the Justice Society and the Legion of Superheroes. So, yeah, there's that. Now, this is one of the few times that you'll actually hear me reference, like, some of the current DC stuff, because I don't get it. It just seems like they just really went and tried to remap things. It didn't work, so they tried to clean it up and say that, you know, it was all just a dream, basically. Like, we're just gonna have this guy undo everything. And it just doesn't work well for me. It just seems like it was sloppy storytelling. So I don't delve too much into it. But what do you guys think of her history? I mean, this is kind of crazy, right? Like, there's so much to her. She's a natural lantern. And she's also got control over plant life. So, like, we can take Poison Ivy and Green Lantern and merge them, and we've got Jade. You know, that's really cool. Like, that's really cool as far as power sets goes. Alright, so powers. Jade has Starheart energy manipulation powers similar to those of her father. However, unlike her father, Her powers do not come from a ring or a lantern, but are channeled through the star-shaped birthmark on her palm. As it is with all Green Lanterns, Jade can bring unlimited green energy constructs to life. She can use these constructs in any way, limited only by her will, imagination, and endurance. She uses the constructs most often to create shields, to fly, to travel through outer space, and to run very quickly. Jade's power often manifests as green fire, and Jade is unable to affect any object made of wood. And she also inherited her mother's ability to affect plants. Jade can cause accelerated growth of plants and manipulate the movement of most plant life. This ability manifests itself later in life, and thus she is less familiar with it. Okay, so fair enough. Technically speaking, Jade is a metahuman. She was born with green-hued skin, dark green hair, green eyes, and a star-shaped birthmark on her palm. Her skin contains chlorophyll, which is the source of its green hue, and she can photosynthesize sunlight as a plant does. Due to their shared mystical connection with the Starheart, Jade can sense where her twin brother and father are. She once shared a telepathic connection with her brother. And as a member of the Green Lantern Corps, Jade wielded a power ring. Its power is not from the Starheart, but from an aspect of the emotional spectrum. The power ring gave Jade abilities which were similar to her natural powers. It required recharging every 24 hours by her power battery, and Jade's ring has a yellow impurity which required her to face her fears and overcome them with the green willpower in order to master it. As a Black Lantern, Jade wielded a black power ring, but as a reanimated corpse, she is not in control of her body or powers. So, there's that. Fun facts. Jade appeared as a comics-only character in 2 animated series. She appeared in the Justice League Adventures, number 20, and she appeared in the Legion of Superheroes in the 31st Century, number 6, as a member of the Green Lantern Corps. Jenny Lynn Hayden was mentioned in the Smallville episode Absolute Justice, though never appeared on screen. She did get a mention, though. And I know some people that have worked as extras, so even a mention is like monumental, and they will exploit that. So she could easily do that too. Jade also appears in Scribblenauts Unmasked, a DC Comics adventure. And Jenny Lynn Hayden made her live-action debut in the 2nd season of the DC Universe, later the CW series Stargirl, portrayed by Issa Pinarijo. I may have pronounced that wrong, and if I did, I'm sorry, but I did my best. She breaks into Courtney Whitmore's home to retrieve her father Alan Scott's lantern, only to be attacked by Courtney. After Jenny introduces herself to Courtney and the latter's family, Courtney becomes skeptical of Jenny's intentions, believing she is a mole for the Injustice Society. As Pat Dugan trains Jenny to control her powers, which initially appear connected to Alan's lantern, Courtney eventually apologizes. After feeling isolated and emotional over her missing brother Todd Rice, Jenny breaks the lantern and strengthens her powers. After which, Dugan theorizes Jenny herself is the source. Following this, Jenny leaves to find Rice, though Courtney and Dugan later recruit her to help them fight Eclipso. I guess I should have put spoiler alerts on that, but I don't know. It's hard to give spoiler alerts on a CW show. I'm sorry. The season's been out, so enough time has passed. If you don't know, then you don't know. If you know, then you know. And if you're like me, you'll probably be binging it while it's snowing. So, alright. So what do you guys think? This is Jade. This is who she is. She is a girl with crazy amounts of power, and they've never actually used her properly. Like, she has always been a B-list character, C-list maybe, but B-list at absolute best. And she's more powerful than some of these other people. So, what do you do? Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do our power expansion set. Before I get into that, which is also my favorite part, just want to remind you guys, that if you're watching this on YouTube, comment, like, subscribe, share. Help me grow the channel. Please share this out with any of your comic friends. Put it on Reddit. I don't know. Put it somewhere. Help me grow an audience, because I would love for this to grow and have more interactions. Comment if you want. Catch me on Instagram, Twitter under Super Deep Dive. Use the hashtag Superhero Deep Dive. I love getting comments from them. I try to respond to them. Follow me. I post superhero memes throughout the week. Probably anywhere 2 to 4 times a week. They're pretty funny. I enjoy them. I also do weekly uploads, or I'm trying to do weekly uploads of pro wrestling memes and superhero memes on my YouTube channel, which is Superhero Deep Dive. So yeah, and you can always email me if you want at b4itall@yahoo.com. So b4itall@yahoo.com. But let's get into power expansions. This is where I go in and look at the character and say, would they make a good movie? Would they be a good animated series, or like a mini series, like even a CW show, a comic series? What could we do with this character? And I've kind of covered them all. With this one, here's the thing. Here's the thing with Jade. I don't have anything really spectacular regarding Jade and where we should go from here with her. She's got lantern-like powers, but that only narrows it down to about 2 million other heroes that have that, and half of them are on Earth anyways. So there's nothing really setting her apart from anything else, except for that. Except for the fact that she has the lantern-like powers, and she also has plant manipulation. But you know what? You know what she actually does have that other characters may not. She has heart, and she's got spunk. Like she is a good character. She just doesn't have that exposure to be a good character with. So here's what I propose. Alright. Let's not have her in a movie or her own TV series or anything like that. Like, let's not do that. Let's build a new comic series with her, but with kind of a twist. Like, let's have her be in a new world or a new universe. Like something happened on Earth and transported her into this sector of the universe, or another universe even, that for whatever reason has never been charted or monitored. So you know, it's kind of out of the jurisdiction of the Green Lantern Corps. Maybe it's in a corner of, you know, where they corner of the universe that they just maybe didn't know existed, or they overlooked, or something. I mean, who knows? Something like that. So she's on her own, essentially, trying to survive and protect that new home from whatever dangers that may be around. Like, maybe she's helping the villagers and teaching some basic technology that she knows, or she's helping them grow crops with her plant powers. She's protecting them from natural disasters like landslides and whatnot, you know, with her lantern-like powers. And for the sake of argument, I'm just going to say lantern powers, just because they are similar. But whatever it is, she's basically in charge in this planet. You know, she's helping them. She is their equivalent of Superman, basically. But she's the only one in that planet that she knows of with superpowers. But here's the catch. As far as she knows, she's the most powerful being there. But she's not God. She has to rely on what she learned as a hero from her time on Earth, which means survival tactics, basic farming, architecture, stuff like that. She's trying to help these people around her. But there could be, just like with any Earth, you know, or with any world, like say for instance something happens in America that may not affect anything happening over in Australia or Japan, and vice versa. There may be something else going on over there that she doesn't know about, because it's not like she has the internet. It's not like there's massive communications. Like, let this be a pretty primitive kind of planet. So she is their greatest hero. but she can only cover so much area at one time. Like, she may be helping protect a landslide here in this United States, but what if there is someone actually powerful pulling the strings over in the equivalent of Japan that she just doesn't know about yet? Because, I mean, it may not be a big planet, but it's bigger than her. So, you know, she's got to set up ways for communications or monitoring so she can be where she needs to be when she needs to be there. You know, like, she's got to figure all this stuff out, and she's got to rely on her previous experience to do that. But there's also another factor. She's also got to keep herself humble when everyone starts looking to her for the smallest bit of help, simply because she is so powerful. Like, can she keep a level head? Can she walk that line between protector and ruler? When I was thinking about this, there was a Futurama episode that came into mind where people started, where Bender was like floating through space, and he found like this asteroid or whatever, this pebble crashed into him, and then they had alien life forms, and they started looking to Bender as God because they were growing basically on his body. But, you know, he could help the people up at the top, but the people near his butt were being neglected because he couldn't go back there. You know? So they were rejecting God and all this stuff. And basically, I want to do something like that with her. Not anything about her butt. You know, get your heads out of the gutter. Well, you can keep them in a little bit, but, you know, for the most part, keep them out of the gutter. And just think, like, she's got to protect these people, but she's one person. And when everyone starts knowing that they can count on her, especially in the main area she may be at, then they're going to just get lazy, and they're going to look to her for anything, not want to do anything on their own. So she's got to balance that out. And I think that would make a really great series, and help establish her as a major character, because she would be the only one of her kind. What do you guys think? Do I have something here? You know, I think it could be great. If you have other ideas, let me know. Comment, email me, make a suggestion on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. I'm never on Twitch, but you can catch me on, well, you'll see me on Twitch, I guess, under the name Super Deep Dive. But yeah, let me know. In the meantime, guys, I'm going to head out. I'm going to leave you guys with that to think about. I am desperate. I'm not desperate. I have like 2 months, maybe 3 months worth of material still to go over. But I am anxious to hear from you guys, because I love my fan base. I love having these discussions with you guys. So definitely comment, like, subscribe, help my channel grow. Please help my channel grow. I'd love to do a giveaway sometime. Maybe I can do a live YouTube show or so. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But in the meantime, everyone, be blessed, be happy, be safe, be smart. And if you're not smart, don't get caught. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.